And I get a lot of questions from Breathwork facilitators about this. So this is why I'm going to just give you the most practical tip about this that I can. And the question that they ask me is, how much do I need to know about someone before I do the session? So how much of their story, their background, their life experiences, and I've come to a point where I say barely anything. What you need to know is whether somebody has any medical contraindications, right? So if somebody is stable enough physically, mentally, emotionally to do this type of self-improvement work, which not everybody is. And aside from that, I don't really need to know anything. It's of course nice to know if they have a question, a specific goal they want to work on. They have an intention for the session. That's convenient. But I don't need to know anything about their life, because in the story is very often where people circle around the problem. So I find that many people want to tell you all about their problem. And as they're telling you about their problem, they're circling in their story, and the story keeps going from their head. It's just talk, story. And the more they talk about it, the more they get trapped in the cycle of their own story. However, if I want to be an effective coach, I have to find a way to guide that person from the story to the state. So the felt sense, the now. So what I like to do is usually I let people finish their sentence. They go like, oh, I've been so stressed because, the things. And then I go, okay. And if somebody goes on for a very long time, sometimes I let them finish, but usually I go, all right, let me pause you here for one moment. The first thing you said is, I've just been feeling so stressed. Now, have you been feeling stress, or do you feel stress in your body right now? Any emotion, any state that they describe, ask them to bring that into the present moment. So, okay, so that's stress. Can you feel it in your body right now? Feel it right now. Okay. And then we start to investigate. Right? All I care about is this person right in front of me, their state, and what their breath tells them about their state. And I am here to be, the orchestra conductor, or the curious experimenter that asks them the questions that gives them access to the wisdom of their own breath. So that is the idea of state over story.